Hello everyone, welcome back to Cannonball Cottage. Today we're gonna be making pork and peppers, pork and bell peppers in a creamy Dijon mustard sauce. As you can see here, we've got a pan that's already preheating to get it up to temperature, and I've just marinated the pork steaks in some olive oil, salt, pepper and a sprinkling of sage, and I've put that on both sides. I'm just going to pan fry these in this griddle pan, and then I'm going to place them in the oven while we actually get the sauce underway. I'll just test to see if this pan is getting there. There doesn't seem as if there's a great lot of heat at the moment. I think that is maximum. We're on maximum power anyway. I'll put these bits of rind just there. But anyway, what we'll do is, yes, we've got a nice griddle sound there. Just let those start to cook, and while they're cooking I'll just run you through these few ingredients that we have. We have some onion, red onion thinly sliced, half a red onion that is. I've got 1 clove of garlic that's been diced. We've got some red and green bell peppers, half a green pepper and half a red pepper. We've got the Dijon mustard with a little bit of butter there. There's already olive oil and butter in that pan over there, and we have some cream. And should it not be thick enough, this cream, when we do it, I've got some, I forgot to mention the chicken stock. If the sauce isn't quite thick enough, my old favourite here is the cornstarch slurry, just to thicken up the sauce at the end. I'll just turn this one on to get some heat in this pan while these steaks are cooking. I'll put the onion and the garlic in and the peppers. Get them all in together to get them sweating down. Because once these steaks are in the oven, I'll bring this pan across this side where there's a little bit more heat. This dual induction hob, this side is hotter, goes to a higher temperature than this one. So there you go, look, it's creating some great marks on the steak. Of course, as you can see, these peppers and onions are beginning to make a difference. These are pork loin steaks. Which we bought the other week. I bought a whole loin of pork and then sliced them up just to use as and when, as there's only 2 of us. We just pack them in tubes and freeze them, and as you can see here, the peppers and the onions are sweating down nicely. They smell really good too. They're looking really good. We'll just see how the pork's moving on. Yeah, we'll just turn them that way slightly and see if we can get a char grill across both ways, almost giving it that diamond effect on the pork. And once they've been in the oven and we complete this sauce, we'll actually place the steaks back into the sauce for it to finish off. There you go. There we go. They're a little bit on the thick side actually. Maybe I should have sliced them through. But never mind. Off we go. Now when you're using a pan like this, always make sure that you these cast iron pans, they're great pans, however the heat transfers to the handles, so make sure that you've got a cloth over the handle. And also it reminds everyone anyway that you know that the handles, that's how it used to be in the restaurant, you'd always put a cloth over a hot pan so that no one would actually pick it up and burn their hand. So what I'm going to do now is actually put this into the oven behind us, which I've had on for some time. Just open the oven and put it at the top of the oven so that it finishes off while we're completing the sauce. I'll now move across the ingredients, the peppers, onions and garlic, to get these sweated down enough before we start adding the other ingredients, the stock and the cream. What I've forgotten actually, I've forgotten a little bit of white wine. I'll just get that now and put it into a little ramekin ready for when I'm going to use it. It's only a small amount, but it just adds a little bit of flavour. Here you go, I've just put a little bit of white wine in a ramekin, and as I said, it just adds a little bit more flavour to the sauce. There, that's pretty much just for getting down there. I'm going to add this white wine now, so that the alcohol burns away. The alcohol content will burn away now. And that's coming along nicely. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, but not salt. A little bit of black pepper, because the stock can sometimes be a little bit salty, so we'll add the salt once it's complete. Once this sauce is done. It's quite a simple dish once you've got your ingredients ready. One of the most important things in cooking is actually having your ingredients in front of you, because you can be distracted, as I was just then, by getting the wine that I hadn't actually put there. It takes you away from the cooking. So if you've got everything in front of you, you know exactly what you're doing, and also then you can get to the point where you start enjoying your cooking rather than running around looking for ingredients, which spoils the moment, as it were. you need to concentrate on the cooking. So now we're going to add some stock. I'm going to just add a little bit at a time. I do this so that the temperature stays high and it continues to cook, rather than putting all the stock in at the same time. See, we've still not got a nice little boil going on there. A little bit more. You see how quickly, by putting that stock in, it reduces the temperature of the pan. And here we are again, quickly back to temperature. A little bit more. And again it'll come back. Looking good. Looking good. I'm going to put all that in now. All of the stock in there. And I'm also going to add the Dijon. Depending on your taste, I'm actually going to put in 2 teaspoons. That's purely and simply down to our taste, the kind of flavour that we want with this sauce, but you can, by all means, you just put only 1 teaspoon in. And we'll now give that a stir. Might actually use a little bit of a whisk to whisk that up, to get that emulsified. And there you see, lovely, absolutely lovely. Now I'm going to start introducing the cream. Again, depending on, well, this, I'm going to put all of this cream in. So it depends on how creamy you like the sauce. And there you go, that's all of the cream. About 1/3 of a cup, I think it was, of cream. And now just bring that slowly back. And as this cream stands at the moment, I'm actually going to be adding some of this slurry to it. I'm actually going to give it a quick taste, just to see how it's panning out. But you'll need to taste it once again once you put the cornstarch in, because that takes down the flavour. It's good, but at the moment it does need some salt and possibly some more pepper. I'm actually going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper in to give it a little bit of heat, a little bit of background heat. And I might even put some more and what was I going to do? A spoon. Another spoon. It's good, it's getting there. It's just, I might even add a little bit more, you just move this whisk out of the way. We've got some onions stuck on this whisk. And I'm actually going to add this cornstarch to it now. I don't know if we're going to add all of it, but to see how that thickens. You can see it's fantastic stuff, this cornstarch, how it instantly thickens whatever you put it into. It's excellent. Now I tend to like a sauce on a thick side. Again, this is your recipe. If you follow this recipe, it's for you to decide how thick that you'd like this sauce. But the idea is just to give you a general background of what you can do. You know, because some people like a peppery sauce, you know, put lots of pepper on their food. Some people don't use any pepper. So my advice is, once you've tasted the sauce, or any meal for that matter, then add salt and pepper or anything else that you like on your food. I mean, for instance, we've got these little pots here. I don't know if you can see them, and they've got these little faces on them. One's white pepper, one's cayenne pepper, and this one is cumin, because we like to just sprinkle some cumin on some of the food that we have. So you don't have to, cumin doesn't have to necessarily just be included in a meal, in a sauce. While you're having your food, you can sprinkle it onto your meal. And that's what we tend to do. Just move those out of the way. And I'm going to give it another taste just to see, just to suit my palate, just to see what we've got. I think it's good, but I think it just needs a little bit more black pepper and a couple more chunks of butter. See that one dropped in between the cutting board and the hob. So I'm just going to put those in there now, and this butter helps to give it a lovely taste, as well as a lovely glossy finish on the sauce. You know, so when that's placed, just wipe that bit there, that bit of cornstarch there, and as you can see now, that's the consistency of that sauce is just about right. So I'll just get another spoon. This is such a habit, you know. I use a spoon. Like when we were in the restaurant and you're tasting something, I used to have a sink just behind me, and it was full of spoons, because the habit that I had was never taste a meal with the same spoon. And that's because the meal was actually going to go out to a customer, whereas here it's only me and my wife that's going to be eating it. There's no need to keep on using all these spoons, but the habit is to keep on tasting. Oh yeah, that's got it. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And now I'm just going to lower the heat down now, and I'm just going to leave it on the warm section there. It just keeps it warm. And I'm going to get the pork out now, and just get these cloths and place the pork back into the pan. Let's see how we're doing. Oh yes, that's absolutely perfect. They're absolutely perfect. I'm gonna, just for the sake of it, get a temp check. Oh god, yeah, 95 degrees, absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. And what we'll do now is take each one, place it in to finish off, and as I've said, make sure you keep your pan covered with cloths so that no one gets burnt. And there we have pork and peppers here at Cannonball Cottage. I hope you like what you've seen. If you do like what you've seen, subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, make a comment, and if you have a comment, I will get back to you if you have any queries. I'm just going to take a swig of the old wine. Cheers everyone, and thanks for watching. See you again soon.